Aloha Tuesday, Allison.
Good morning, Chris. I've noticed that as the weather's getting nicer, that we're getting a lot more animals eating the garden.
Yeah, now there's a lot of vertebrate animals that are nuisance. We need to talk about is how to dissuade them from attacking our vegetables and fruit. Humane options that won't harm our four-legged furry visitors. Just so happen to have a cage here to catch possums, raccoons, we'll even say feral cats. And it's what they call a have-a-heart easy set. It's very sensitive. This is the trip plate here. They can enter all the way in to here, and they hit the trip plate and the door rapidly closes because it's spring-loaded. And you put your food item towards the back of the cage, and let's just say we have a wanderer coming in, and it'll close very quickly. And it's this easy to set.
So this will only catch one at a time?
Correct. You can sometimes, if you're lucky, catch 2 or 3, say possums or raccoons, if they all kind of wander in at the same time.
Does it need to be hidden in your yard?
No, it should be out in the open, and you can put, this is the brand, Have a Heart, easy set.
And then what kind of bait would you put in there?
I'm going to say for the larger animals, we can put in shelled peanuts, nuts, apple slices, celery, carrots. You can also put in, say, canned kitty food, like the Friskies buffet that's on sale at the store. Just open the can and put it in there. If you're going after, say, raccoons, I had a wise person tell me once, you can pour chicken drippings from a half chicken in an oven on all the liquids, the fats. You can pour a trail going to this and even on it or even in it, and then put a little bit of chicken inside, and it's hard for them to resist that.
And then once you get them in the cage, what do you do?
I would say take them for a ride, take them to the park, let them go, let them live free. Hopefully you don't catch a skunk, because that's kind of a problem. You'd have to walk up to the trap with a very large tarp and cover it, and then hopefully you don't have to take them for a ride in the trunk of a car. Hopefully you have a pickup truck, because if he sprays, that could be a problem.
You're going to need a new car. Should we be afraid of them biting us or getting aggravated?
Usually they want to run away as soon as you open the door. They don't want to have any part of us. Even raccoons, which can be pretty nasty. You don't want to corner a raccoon, but if you open the door and let him go, he usually will scoot away and not even look at you. He wants to get the heck out of the trap.
So should you be behind it when you open it?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. We have a squirrel inator. The multi-cat squirrel, according to this label, it can catch 25 squirrels in one setting. I have friends that use them, and they usually catch 6, no more than 8 at a time. They'll follow each other in due to the distress. They're calling out. Sometimes they'll come in to try to help each other. If the squirrels are a problem, you just set it somewhere in the yard. Give them what they're used to eating. If they're eating, say, apricots on the tree, just go to the store or get your own apricots from your tree and put them in there and see if they'll go in. If there's no fruit on your trees and they're just a nuisance, you could put in nuts. Again, probably similar food that I described earlier, sliced apples.
Do you know what makes them want to go into the cage rather than eat your garden?
Well, that's the thing. You have to entice them to go in there, and something that's really good are peanuts in the shell, and roasted peanuts work very well. That has more protein than a lot of the things that you'd normally find in your yard. So they like peanuts more than they do like your tomato plants or your cucumbers and squashes and even your fruit. They'll go after peanuts more so than they would attacking your trees and vegetables. Yeah. We also have a couple things to repel. This is a repellent. Here it has kitties. It's actually coyote urine and fox urine mixed together in a granule. And you just disperse this around the perimeter of your yard or the target area where the cats tend to defecate. You could just shake it out in those areas that are a problem. And it is coyote urine and fox urine mixed together, so the predator's urine will scare away not only kitty cats, but probably rabbits and other, maybe even squirrels. They don't like the smell of predator's urine. So
How often do you have to apply it?
Probably on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Every time we water, we irrigate, it breaks down slowly.
Okay. And do we smell it? Is it stinky? Or just them?
It does smell pretty bad, so I wouldn't put it close to your windows if they're open, or on the patio area where you entertain. But I need to protect perimeter vegetable areas or areas where they defecate. I'm going to put it on the defecation areas or around the defecation areas.
Okay. And it's not toxic to humans?
It is not toxic.
Perfect.
Something else to scare away, say specifically rabbits, is rabbit scram. It's very, very popular. Again, do a perimeter treatment, and you also sprinkle it on the areas where they tend to congregate. They like to usually eat grass. They'll go after other plant material, put it around that, but they love eating grass. And if you have, let's say, 1,000 square foot square area or round area of turf, put a band all the way around the whole perimeter, and let's just say they happen to be eating on one particular spot every day. You see them in the same spot. Sprinkle it on that area. This can do 1,300 square feet, and it's non-toxic. It's made from dried blood, white pepper, garlic, cloves, meat meal, and it just, with the smell of meat and dried blood and white pepper and garlic and cloves, it's enough to scare away the rabbits. And the first time it gets wet, it even works better. So wet water enhances the product. It's all natural, no bad odor, and it won't harm the animals or the environment. And it is long lasting, usually about a month in the environment. I've not had reports of dogs trying to dig it up or eat it. We can scare away all sorts of critters with a sprinkler device. Sentinelle des Jardins that repels cats, dogs, deer, birds, even pesky neighborhood kids or the neighbor walking the dog and not picking up the mess. This thing it has a motion sensor and it has a sprinkler head built into it. So you hook up a garden hose to it and you leave the pressure on all the time. And anybody that walks up to it, they're going to get a little bit of a shower whether they like it or not. It can spray up to 35 feet. It's very easy to set up. And you put batteries in it. And
will there be fear of over watering your garden?
some plants don't want to have wet leaves, especially before nighttime or even during the night. So I probably wouldn't aim it in the direction of where I have leafy vegetables. Let's say squash and cucumbers. They don't want to have leaves wet at night because they can mildew. Thank you. And we are Orange County Farm Supply.
We are the Orange County Farm Supply.
Thank you for watching.